be Jesus Christ. I'm Sister Gabriella of the Incarnation, and today we are taking a look at what Pope Francis says in Vultum Dei Quaerere about formation for contemplative nuns. In the document Vultum Dei Quaerere, he lists 12 aspects of monastic tradition that should be the subject of special reflection and discernment. The first of these is formation, for it lays the foundation for living out the vocation to the consecrated contemplative life. You can study the text itself on the relative documents page of this website. The passage on formation begins by saying that the formation of consecrated persons is a process aimed at configuration to the Lord Jesus and the assimilation of his mind and heart in the complete gift of self to the Father. This situates the call to religious life within the context of the vocation of all the baptized to be united in spirit with Jesus. This call is further defined in the next paragraph. In a particular way, the formation of contemplatives is directed to harmonious communion with God and one's sisters within an atmosphere of silence protected by the daily life of the cloister. This shows that the goal of formation is far more than a training in the practices of the monastic community. It is aimed at establishing the nun in a living relationship of love with God and with her sisters. Formation will thus involve every aspect of the nun's being, body, soul, and spirit. It was long believed that to grow up in a good Catholic family with a knowledge of the faith given by Catholic schools was an adequate foundation for the personal formation needed to live a contemplative life in the cloister. Catholic families in the past were usually large enough to give any young woman the experience of living in a community where love and acceptance of family members was inculcated from childhood on. The catechesis in Catholic schools would have given her a sound understanding of the faith, and both in the family and in school, reception of the sacraments and devotional practices would have been an innate part of growing up. This may have been true in the past, but the past 100 years have seen a breakdown in the family and in society that makes it clear that when discerning an applicant's call to the religious life, superiors and formators cannot take it for granted that she has the essential personal formation necessary to live the consecrated contemplative life. There is need of a clear and rigorous discernment on the part of both superiors and formators and of the applicant herself. This is all the more necessary for contemplative communities where silence and solitude are emphasized. Formation nowadays calls for more than simply initiating the aspirant into the exterior practices and devotions of the community. It calls for a solid integration of the human, cultural, spiritual, and pastoral dimensions of the person. It further needs to lay a sound basis for an introduction to the mystical life, since without this, the religious will be unprepared to cooperate with God's call to total union with himself. Given such a demanding formation outline, it is not surprising that the time of formation has been lengthened in Vultum Dei Quaerere and Coorans to a minimum of 9 years, with a maximum length of 12 years. Much reflection and preparation are needed in setting up the formation programs in the different orders and communities. We will see some of these areas that need to be addressed in formation when we consider the other subjects discussed in Vultum Dei Quaerere. Please share the information about our website, www.seekingthefaceofgod.org. God bless you.